Hello students, today I am going to explain you about a new concept in community ecology, ecological niche. What is ecological niche? Each organism plays a particular role in its ecosystem. Every organism living in an ecosystem having its own role to play. The ecological niche describes the role of an organism plays in its environment. What is the role of an organism in an environment? That is what ecological niche. A niche will include the organism's role in the flow of energy in an ecosystem. This includes how an organism gets energy and how an organism passes this energy through the ecosystem. So, today you are going to understand the whole concept of the niche. So, it is it is not a simple term as just we can describe the role of an organism in its environment. It has got multiple roles, you know that. The multiple impact on the ecosystem, so multiple relationship in an ecosystem. So that's why it is a complex the phenomena. We try to understand what exactly ecological niche and what are the how it evolved, that concept is evolved, and what are the advantages of understanding this concept. Okay, so niche also includes how the organism interacts with other organism and its role in the recycling of the nutrients in the ecosystem. It consists of organism's habitat, activity, the period of time it is active, resources it obtains from the environment. So it is endless, infinite. So you keep on adding all the aspects about organism or an animal, for example. So here is you will see the hummingbird. So hummingbird, so what time of the day it is active and what type of flower it visits for its the honey, and in which area it is having nesting, in which branch of the tree, and how many offsprings it give birth. So all the aspects what you see, it is going to form the ecological niche of the hummingbird. Similarly, the honeybee. So now the question is how you differentiate habitat of an organism with that of the ecological niche. Habitat, all biotic and abiotic factors in an area where an organism lives. So that is comes under habitat. All biotic and abiotic factor that is influencing an organism in an area, that is going to form the habitat of an organism. Whereas ecological niche includes not only the physical environment in which the organism lives and also its functional role with the community, within the community, all the factors that species needs to survive, how it thrives, its role, its behavior, so many aspects that is going to form all aspects of the that is connected to an organism, that is going to become the ecological niche. So there are you will find basically you can classify niche into fundamental niche and realized niche. Fundamental niche is the full range of resources of a species can exploit in an habitat where there is no competition. You will see here the Balanus. So the Balanus you will find in all zones of the sea. You know the subtidal zone, intertidal zone, and supratidal zone. All in all these zones you will occupied by the Balanus because it is not having any competition. So naturally it is not so, because there are other species of the barnacles, they compete, so that you can see here. So they restricted to some area you will find. So this is what you can see, realized niche. The full range of resources of a species can actually exploit in a natural habitat. This you will find in an experimental situation. You can where there is no competition. So this is basically fundamental niche and realized niche. So what are the differences between niche and habitat? The habitat of species is like its address. So that is where it lives. Whereas niche can be thought of its profession, that is the activities and responses specific to the species, not just restrict to the profession. All the activities of a organism come under niche. So just to understand properly the difference between habitat and niche, so this is what famous ecologist E.P. Odum, he has given the habitat can be address. So address of a person, just it gives the details where the person is living, whereas the profession gives what he is doing. So that is the difference. But it is not just ecological niche is not restricted to this. So it is beyond that, lot of things will be there. A niche is unique for a species, while many species share the habitat. So many species you will find in an habitat, but the niche is specific to a species. No two species occupy a same niche. So this is what you can see. No two species in a habitat can have the same niche. This is because the competition with one another until one is displaced. If it is there, if two species of a organism occupy a same niche, so one will succeed and other will be displaced, or other will not going to thrive. So this is what you can see. So here in this example you can see here. So this is the plant where you can see there it is feeding on there is a large number of insects, pests are feeding on, but they occupy different parts of these plants. Some on the top region, some in the middle region, some in the root region. So likewise you can see, so they don't occupy the same niche, they occupy different niche even though they are all in the same habitat. So the term niche, coined by the ecologist naturalist from Stanford University, Joseph Grinella, in 1917, and what he initially, it's a recently coined term, niche. It is coined in 1917. Habitat condition that allow an organism or species thrive and reproduce. This is what the explanation given by the naturalist Joseph Grinella. But later Charles Elton, he is considered as the father of animal ecology. He modified this, he extended the meaning of this term, and he included defined niche to the functional status of an organism. Elton defined the niche as what an animal is doing in its community, its place in the biotic environments, its relations to food and enemies. So all this comes under niche. So this is what you can see. He has given a trophic dimension to the concept of niche. Trophic dimension means the food structure to the concept of the niche along with the habitat. So Eltonian niche is it's a role of an organism, it is a profession. So later E.P. Odum, he elaborated habitat, organism's address, niche as the organism's profession. The further in 1954, the Professor Hutchinson from famous ecologist, he further modified the meaning of the niche, and he called it as a multidimensional niche. So that's why now the ecological niche, it is a spatial niche, trophic niche and multidimensional niche. So this is the photograph of Charles Elton 20th century English zoologist and ecologist, and he is considered as the father of animal ecology. And an organism's ecological niche is analogous to his profession. That's what. The niche includes many components: the food the organism eats, the place it occupies, the time of the day it is active, the temperature range it can tolerate, so many things. So this is they proposed by Charles Elton. So this is how the ecological niche concept evolved over the time. So it is the Grinella. So the niche is the sum of the habitat requirements that allow a species to persist and produce offspring. Then the Charles Elston, he compared it into the profession. Then it is E.P. Odum. He has written a famous book called Fundamentals of Ecology by E.P. Odum. Still today everyone is, it's a Bible of ecology is considered. He popularized his analogy of the niche of a species with its profession in the ecosystem as opposed to the habitat being its address. Later, the Hutchinson, G.E. Hutchinson, the niche is an n-dimensional. N means infinite dimensional, multi-dimensional environmental condition and the resources that define the requirement of an individual or species in an environment. That is, it is a multi-dimensional. All the aspects, it cover all the aspects. It influences the organism and also its behavior, its relationships with the other organisms and the environment, so many aspects. So that's it's a n-dimensional, multi-dimensional, hyper volume niche. So this is what you can see, the basic concept is spatial or habitat niche. The spatial or habitat niche is the physical area within the habitat that a species occupies. It represents ultimate subdivision of the habitat or the microhabitat where species lives. A habitat may be shared by many species, but each species is confined a specific microhabitat. Species cannot occupy same spatial niche. So this just in this the painting you may see, this is in a lake, how different organisms are occupied at a different spatial niche. So decomposers, then aquatic animals and the terrestrial. So all these you will find they have occupied different spatial niche. Trophic niche. So two species living in a same habitat occupying different trophic niche because they differ in their food habits. For example, this is African lion and zebra. So they occupy the grassland, the same habitat, but they occupy different niche because this lion is carnivore, zebra is herbivore. That's why even though they are in the same habitat, they occupy different trophic niche. So that is now the multidimensional hyper volume niche. This is what the concept of Hutchinson. He considered niche is a multidimensional, n-dimensional, hyper volume. It can be interpreted by mathematical formulation or mathematical model like this. So because it is not having one dimension or two dimension, it has got not multi-dimension, it is n-dimension, multi-volume. Because an organism is if you start listing the factors influencing the organisms so it is n number. So that is what you can see, infinite number of dimension. It encloses a complete range of conditions under which an organism can reproduce itself. Example, niche of an insectivorous bird. In one dimension it includes the temperature tolerance of a bird. For example, here the two bee eater you will see in the Western Ghats. This is chestnut headed bee eater, green bee eater. So in temperature with which that this bird can tolerate. So the prey size, then the size, the dimension includes temperature, prey size, foraging height, nesting height, then the time of the day it is active. So many things come under this. That's why it is n dimensional. It is represented by this. You can't view it from one surface. It is multi-dimensional. So this is what you can see. It describes the functional position of an organism in its environment, its habitat, its adaptations, the microhabitat where it lives, the activity pattern, the time of the period it is acting, its resources it obtains from the nature, and how it is related to the other organisms. So many physical conditions, so many things. So what are the advantages of ecological niche? So the ecological niche segregation, it helps the species to occupy in different niche, reduces the interspecific competition for food, shelter and other factors. So thereby niche segregation, you will find it minimize the competition, interspecific, intraspecific competition will be minimized by this niche segregation. So you will find the flamingo, then ducks, geese, all these occupy the almost same habitat, but their pattern of the food gathering varies. So thereby even though they are located in the same habitat, the competition is minimized, you will find. It also avoid confusions of the activities among the organisms. The organism activities specifically oriented, so this is what you can see. So niche plays an important role in the conservation of an organism. If we want to conserve a species in its native habitat, we should have a proper knowledge about the niche requirements of the species. That's why it is very difficult. We cannot provide an artificial environment and we can preserve, or we can conserve a species. We have to have a whole range of the natural environment with which the organism can thrive. So that is very important. That's the importance of understanding the niche. Thank you.